Nick Battle's on the line, folks. Head on over to his channel, Nino's Corner, right here on YouTube. Check out his Texas content. It is first rate. That's why we bring him on here. And we appreciate him jumping on with his insight and information. So, June has been just ridiculous across the board, regardless of the team you follow, because basically, I heard this statistic to open up June, Nick, and this just gives you an idea of what recruiting is going to look like the rest of the summer. Only 10% of the commits that we would typically see in a normal year had been committed by June 1st, meaning only 10% of the players that we would typically have a commitment out of, and basically their commitment would be to a certain extent over because of the dead period, obviously. So the floodgates are open now. Players are visiting weekend to weekend all over the place and going to be making commitments. We've seen a few. I got to think near the end of June, going into July, the floodgates are going to be open. 2 huge weekends when we look back, 1 weekend at Texas, and then coming up here, especially concerning that offensive line position.
Yes, sir. So we got 3 guys coming in this weekend. Devin Campbell, who is one of the top guards here in the country, 5-star guy. He'll be at Texas this weekend on a visit. Also, let me get his name, Ernest Green. He's from St. John Bosco, just out in California. He's going to be out here for a visit also. And also Cam Williams from Duncanville, Texas, a big tackle/guard out of Duncanville. So we got 3 guys. If Texas can pull 1, 2, or cross your fingers, get all 3 of those guys, man, it'd be an amazing haul. In the previous week, we had Cam Dewberry come in also. We all know he's one of the most coveted offensive linemen here in the country. So it's going to be a battle between Texas and Texas A&M, I think, for the most part on that. But he sent out a cryptic tweet last week, Mark, actually Instagram Live. He put, and I'm going to quote you, Mark. Let me read this. It says, "We finna take over Austin." And those guys that are on that picture are Kelvin Banks Jr., who is probably the best pure tackle here in the state this year. Jaden Blue, who's already a Texas commit. Of course, Cam, he's on there. Denver Harris, who's one of the top defensive backs here in the state, who is going to be a Texas-Alabama, battle. Harold Perkins, one of the best linebackers here in the state, and also Chris Ross, who's already committed to Texas. So Cam Dewberry putting out that message on Instagram saying that they're going to take over Austin, and a picture of him and those other 5 guys. It makes Texas fans very giddy, because Cam Dewberry is one of those guys that you want to get. And it looks like Jaden Blue has been trying to get him to come to Texas for quite some time now. So hopefully Texas can pull in a guy like Cam Dewberry, a guy like Kelvin Banks Jr., a guy like Devin Campbell, maybe Connor Robinson as well. Just give us all the offensive linemen. We need them. We need them in the worst way.
It's the second-rated class in the Big 12 as it stands right now, 8th in the country. In a sense, doesn't mean a whole lot, but we know that Texas is certainly going to hold on to that position, at least, if not improve it, you would think, based on what they're doing on the recruiting path right now under Sark. Nick Battle, tearing it up. So join him on Nino's Corner right here on YouTube. It's good stuff. We always appreciate it, Nick. You do a great job of covering Texas football and giving your take on the situation there in Austin.
All right. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me again.